I'm trying to do a video. So do y'all know those Vogue bathroom get ready videos that like Rihanna and Gigi? Let's make a shitty version. So we're gonna do that. I use a lot of Fenty products because I buy into the illusion that if I purchase things from Rihanna, I will become like Rihanna, which, you know, still could be proven. We don't know yet. And I also have risen to the place of privilege where I can do foundation with my hands and it looks good. That's like supposed to not be allowed. It's a very relaxing feeling to know that you're allowed to get away with mediocrity. If you wear low-cut tops and you tell me you don't bring your foundation onto your chest a little bit, you're either a liar or you literally have never had a pimple before in your life. Great. I'm gonna smear this stick on my face to make it look like I slept. And I mean, I did sleep. I actually slept like 16 hours because that's what I do. So I think, you know, I just put these here to get rid of the remnants of the perpetual exhaustion that I've been feeling for the past 2 years, which I don't feel anymore. But, you know, still gonna paint my face. Let's do the titties. Oh, stunning. Oh, stunning. So let's talk about Android for a second because Android sucks ass. First of all, you can't screen record without an app. You can't voice record without an app. Like, why are these not things that you've built into your original operating system? Why do I have to download a third-party app to record my voice on a phone? That's like its primary function. What the fuck? Furthermore, I'm not able to post depressing songs on my Instagram story and force people to hear them if I can't screen record. That means they have to actually want to go listen to the depressing music, and nobody wants that. It's supposed to be a trap, you know? It's supposed to be like, I'm gonna make you hear this whether you want it or not. Like those MySpace pages where they had autoplay music and you wanted to end everything right there just because when you went on the page, immediately Blink-182 started blaring into your headphones and you were going to die. Please, Android, provide me with the tools to torture everybody. We're still using Fenty Beauty because I'm still under the illusion that if I use it, I will become like Rihanna. So we're gonna keep going with that fantasy. And we're just gonna, I used to think cream contour was a terrible, terrible thing. I used to think it was the worst. I used to judge people that used cream over powder because in my head I was like, powder is so much better for blending. But really, I was just up my own ass and needed to relax a little bit and just try it because what I've discovered is it's objectively better, at least for my skin type. I guess if you're oily, okay? Maybe it's not so hot, all right? I get it. I feel like we're really starting to crumble as people when we begin contouring the space around our ears. But here we are. Oh, let's do the titties. Very natural. Something I've been hearing a lot lately, and do not get me wrong, I love it, okay, is people comparing me to the hot fish from Shark Tales. And of all of the fish animal creatures you could compare me to, that is absolutely an honor. Thank you so much. I think everybody universally believes that fish is hot. So I will take that and I will own it. Okay, I think that's actually my new direction, is how do I look like a hot fish from a child's cartoon from 2006? You know, every decision I make in my daily life is really just to resemble that hot fish. Like I won't even eat fish anymore because they're friends, not food. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I just gave myself a chin strap, like an early 2000s R&B white boy. I got new extensions yesterday and I made the mistake of straightening them the day after. And here's the thing, with extensions like these are human hair and they're coated in a layer of something. Until you wash them, they're kind of like scraggly, like they're kind of like very thin looking because they're not frayed at all. And listen, I need everything to be frayed because I'm so frayed. If anything is neat next to me, it looks absolutely insane. So I'm tempted to just start backcombing the shit out of my brand new human extensions, but I think I might actually end a few lives from shock if I did that. So we're maybe not gonna do that. You know, consider me deserving of a Nobel Peace Prize just because I didn't backcomb my extensions, all right? I really, truly believe I should be honored. We've moved out of Fenty territory, which means it's possible for me to look like an absolute toad just because Rihanna isn't touching the thing that I'm putting on my face, you know what I mean? Anything that Rihanna doesn't touch is possible that it's bad, but anything Rihanna touches, it's perfect. It's just a fact and everybody knows it. I'm about to break the illusion of a white room, even though, you know, you can clearly see that this is a door the whole time. It's fine. It's okay. okay, I'm back and we're sealed in an echo chamber. Everything can be returned to normal. There's just a really big desire to like just lock me in a room full of like horrible things and have me react to them. Like, I know that's like what really gets you going sometimes, is just seeing how pained I become. And if I express any happiness, like I know that that's like really unfortunate for you and really hard for you to like digest. So I'll do my absolute best to keep on making my life very, very miserable for your entertainment. Now, even though I said cream contour is objectively better, I'm gonna put powder on top anyways because I don't really believe in myself or my opinions. I love tinting my hair with powder because it just makes me look like I really know what I'm doing when my contour bleeds into my actual hair. Oh my god, we can do the titties with this too. Okay, here. You know what I associate with helplessness? Rosy cheeks and a little red nose. And so, in order to portray myself as helpless, I'm going to smear this pink dust all over the center of my face so that I appear very sensitive, flushing, and weak. You see, it is a manipulation tactic. Everything is a manipulation. Everything is a simulation. I really want something on my shoulder here, like a tattoo. It's just really exhausting to know that in order to get something, I have to actually like do it. You know, like I can't just like will it into existence. Like I have to like physically go to it. And that's just that's just so hard. So I think I'll just stay in this room forever and do absolutely nothing with my life. Nothing better than isolating yourself to the point where like you trust absolutely nobody and the camera is like your only friend. Like that's really fun, and I really think that like more people should do that, you know. I think it would give them a lot of experience. Sorry, you didn't notice that I am just a sweet diminutive I don't know what that word is or how to say it or how to spell it. But listen, I am communicating to you through freckles that I did not come from this city, that I came from the country. Because of course when people see freckles, they just think of the Wendy's girl. And for some reason, Wendy's doesn't exist in metropolitan cities. Like it's just a fact. And if you're curious, because of course you are, because every part of my entire life is digestible, I'm using a little plastic thing and dipping in some matte longwear lipstick. And I'm just onto my face. Lots of makeup on my face, you know what I mean? You're welcome. I watched The Hunger Games recently, and in the first movie, there's this scene where it zooms in on Katniss's face and she's pissed, because she's always pissed, and I mean same. Like, let's be real. Anyway, her eyebrows were basically like straight Vulcan lines out, and I was like, I want that. So then I like plucked off half of my eyebrow, and now every day when I wake up, I look a little bit like that option in a character creation screen that nobody picks because the eyebrows are funny. Wow, that sounded really self-deprecating, but like it's hot. It's just like really short eyebrows, you know what I mean? Which just isn't what I'm looking for. Anyway, point is I have to draw on half my eyebrows now, and let me tell you, best experience of my life. I would pay for this. Pay an old woman to just enter my room every night and shave off the back of my eyebrows so it's always fogged, you know? And then eventually, like, they're just all gone, you know? And I can just draw smiley faces for my eyebrows. That's the true dream. That's the American dream, if you will. The Africa, the Iraq, maps, whatever. That's America. You know what? There's always an eyebrow that's like the really shitty version of the good eyebrow. Like this eyebrow's like, I'm trying my best, you know? And like, I respect that, that's okay. Like I'm not mad at it, I'm not gonna get rid of it, you know? It's just like very clearly not as good. And it's sad. What's it to do, you know? Maybe it should be its own thing. Maybe it should be a good version of itself instead of a shitty version of someone else. Just a thought. And now we're back to Rihanna, because clearly we're back to Rihanna. And we're just gonna like make ourselves look like a vampire from Twilight by just like doing this. I hope you can see the fucking intensity of this highlight. That really annoyed me. So I can only imagine what you're feeling right now. And now we're gonna use Rihanna Eyelid Primer because it, oh my god, look at that. Look at that. I was like Jennifer fucking Lopez. Do you see that shit? It's like I just poured oil on my body. We're gonna put it here. So just do the titties. Anytime you do something to your face and you're like, wow, that looks nice, just do it to your titties. Give them false lashes, give them, you know, lipstick, give them some nails. Like, I mean, I guess your nails aren't on your face, but I guess they could be. Like, I shouldn't judge, you know? I should just title this video Lessons in Being Very Hot. But that would make everything not good. Let's talk about some people. I have lately been loving, I mean, I don't watch anybody on YouTube, so let's make that very clear. I don't watch anybody on YouTube, but just the energy that people give off, sometimes I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. Like, you're an interesting person. Your energy makes me feel some type of way, all right? So like Amelia Fark, for example, is a perfect human being. And that's really the truth of it, you know? Like, everybody else can just stop trying because Amelia Fark did it. Like, sounded very sarcastic, but I actually meant it very sincerely. We're putting on Fenty Eyelid Primer because it's the only one that actually makes everything stick to it like concrete glue. And of course, we're gonna be putting a skyscraper of shit on our eyelids, so we need a very secure base. I feel like everybody does resemble an animal in some way, not just physically, but like mentally. Like, there's some animal that everybody like just feels like, you know what I mean? And I think that's just like a normal thing for us to relate people to things that we know about, like whatever. Like, I'm not saying that I'm a furry, okay, leave me alone. But I just can't figure out like what animal. And the thing is, you can't like suggest it. I mean, you could, and I'm gonna read them anyway, because obviously I'm fishing for that right now, but you can't like assign yourself an animal. You just have to like find it naturally. We were having a conversation the other night about that. Anyway, I just really want to know what the fuck my persona is, alright? I'm also open to any art of me as an animal because I think that's fucking cool, okay? I like how I just put eyelid primer on and then immediately started contouring again. It's a very me thing to do. I'm just gonna smear this beige color all over the top here because I don't want anything to stick to that like hardcore, you know? Like, I just want it to be a blending ground. Otherwise, I'm gonna look a little bit like not what I want to look like today. I know you love it, like, don't lie. Like, I want the darkest eyelid possible. Like, I want it to look like somebody just flicked me in the eyelid repeatedly until the bruise was a perfect shape. And like, it didn't escape that eyelid. Like, it was just perfectly bruised. Somebody just went like da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? Until it's just a little semicircle bruise, perfectly designed for my face. You know, I pay a lot of money for that. It's like permanent eyeshadow. When I had a bunch of face surgery and I woke up, the first thing I looked at was the bruise on my eyelid, and I was like, wow, that's really hot. And I meant it. Like, I really believed it. Like, I was like, wow, that's eyeshadow right there. Truly fucking inspiring. All right, now that my lid's been flicked, I'm just gonna like swirl it. Quite frankly, this camera's fucking rude. It stopped recording in the middle of my sentence and I'm just furious. And you know, I actually wanna know who's responsible because clearly it's somebody, all right? I wanna know which FBI, CIA motherfucker is watching this and made the choice to make my camera turn off. What Bandersnatch garbage is this? You know, it's just what I feel, and like, I know I'm right about everything though. Sorry. Here's a question for y'all. Where are you from? Tell me where you're from and tell me your favorite thing about it. Cause you know, I'm traveling and stuff cause I'm like such a like old soul or whatever, right? So like, I'm exploring the world. So like, where do you want me to go? You know what I mean? I just think it's super important to reconnect with human nature because like, I feel like we're just so far away from like what our bodies naturally need, like as animals, you know what I mean? Anyway, now that I like look like I've been punched in the eyes, let's like make it cute. Let's use orange because my eyes are blue, so it'll make them really pop. Have you ever known anybody that can pop their eyeball out of their face? If so, please tell them. I want to know their secrets because I think that'd be really cool to do. Like, if you're at a bar and some dude's like not leaving you alone, you just pop your eyeball out of your face and be like, what the fuck, guy? Like, wow, how did I make this happen? This is way too fucking perfect. Did I just become Thomas Halbert? I think I just became Thomas Halbert. Uncancel him, first of all. Why do I keep things like this? I'm like, oh, maybe one day I'll use it. No, you won't. You fuck. Listen, I'm under attack by a ghost. It'd be so bad. That should be able to happen. Let me just pause recording.
Or you can get it if you want. I'm so sorry for interrupting. I just gotta use the washroom. Okay, bye. Hope you're enjoying Stef's video.
The light's flickering because he peed on it. Stop. Oh. 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 Wow, I'm fucking cute, bitch. All right, let's do this. You know what I really struggle with, y'all? Is not overpowering the shit out of my eyeliner and erasing all of the beautiful eyeshadow work I did. Like, that to me is actually fucking challenging. Let's just keep this line nice and tight and not go full scene queen from 2009, whatever the shit, fuck. Listen, eyeliner legitimately makes me go out of breath. You know what'd be really hot is if I could find my tweezers. Which way is left? Oh, this is left. That was right. Can somebody please tell me that I'm not the only person that struggles with left and right? Let me just make something very clear to you, okay? Left and right change based on where you are. And that to me is fucked. I don't have time to keep track of every fucking living thing in my radius. Okay, just tell me east, west, north, south, okay? Cardinal directions, never change. Thank you. I feel very strongly about this. In fact, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe to raise money to fight right and left.
Please don't do that.
Why?
Because you should know your rights and lefts. And you should know everyone else's rights and lefts too.
That's a lot of things to know. Bitch, I'm smart. You know when you do leg day and then the next day everything hurts? But like in a good way? That's where I'm at. Let me tell you about how dumb my apartment building is. First of all, it's like a super new, beautiful development and everybody was like, wow, it's so cool and so trendy and so like designed. But let me tell you, this place is not designed. This was cobbled together. It's very pretty on the surface, but underneath, it's just an actual shit. I broke the door off of the wall because they hadn't even anchored it. It was just in there with like a nail that's like an inch deep. So I leaned on the door once and it just fell off. It just fell off. And I was like, okay, wow, either I am incredibly strong or that door was literally a piece of cardboard. Furthermore, in the bathroom, they put the sink in the middle of the wall and then no counter space. Like they could have put it in the corner and had extra counter space, but they just put it in the middle of the wall as like, what, a style choice? There's absolutely no storage in here. There's cupboards below the sink, and then there's a hole below the sink in the cupboard that leads to behind the dishwasher for no reason. I'm sure that's for like maintenance or something, but also when I moved in, the dishwasher wasn't hooked up properly, and so I tried to run the dishwasher and the soap set on fire because there was no water hooked up to the dishwasher. Also, they were missing a wall when I moved in, and then they installed it later, and you know, like if you enter your house, there's usually a light switch to turn on the lights so that you can see in your apartment or your home. They put a wall between my front door and the light switch by the door. So I can't turn the light on unless I walk into my apartment like 5 feet, turn, walk another 5 feet, and hit the switch, and then walk another 5 feet, and then take off my shoes and shit, because it's also pitch black because the entrance has no windows, because there's only one window in the apartment, and it's gorgeous, all right? It's beautiful. But I can't see shit at night, okay? It's fucked. Bro, it's fucked. But at least it's cute though, right? Furthermore, I know I left it there for a minute, but then I got angry again. Furthermore, I don't think it's nice or true to advertise an apartment as a 1-bedroom if there's no door on the bedroom, if it's just part of the room. That's not a 1-bedroom, that's a studio with a den, all right? Do not price it as a 1-bedroom or sell it to me as a 1-bedroom because you're a liar. Jesus Christ. You know when you put your lash too far in on your eye and there's like one lash in the back of your eye that you just fucking desperately try to attach to the back of the lash band? Me too. Because like you're not willing to take off the whole lash to try to reposition it because that's just so much fucking work. Like frankly, who has time for that? And also you might fuck up the rest of your makeup, so you just deal with it. And it's both eyes this time. Oh, truly, I'm a fucking master. I'm so glad I spent like all of my savings to go to school for this after high school. Like, I'm gonna put some of this orange shit back on this because I want it to be so bright that it blinds people. Do you know what I mean? Like I want people to look at me and then never see anything again because I'm so powerful. You know what I mean? Like if that isn't a goal for you, I don't know what to say. And now I'm smearing some in the front of my eye because I love ruining things that are finished with unnecessary detail. Oh, it worked out actually, it's cute. Okay, we're good. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Quite frankly, curls disguise the nightmare that is extensions that don't quite blend in yet because you haven't washed them better. are. And the thing is, I would just wash them, but you have to leave them in for like 2 days before you can wash them. But you know what I can do is I can spray my face with this sticky shit. How do I do this without making my tracks look like ass? That's the true question. That's what's on everybody's mind. Not like the impending heat death of the world or like impending political uprisings across the entire planet because there's fucking horrible fascism everywhere. And like, especially not like this senseless murder and criminalization of trans people like every 3 fucking minutes. It's actually, how the fuck am I gonna make my tracks look better? That's what's really on our minds, obviously, clearly, because it's so much more important. We're just gonna like pretend that that looks good, and it's going to, because you know what I've learned recently is if you think you look good, you look good. Like, that's really all that you need to do. Oh, yeah, that's, yeah, oh, fuck, oh, yeah, that's how I feel when I look at myself. Let's like bring some strands down in the front like it's 1993. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Just leave that like that. Ignoring is my best skill. What's your best skill? Also, consuming an entire foot-long Subway sandwich at 3 in the morning is also my best skill. I'd say I'm equally good at ignoring everything and consuming Subway sandwiches. Like, those are equal skill levels for me, you know? Oh yes! You know what's really interesting to me that just came into my head is, do you remember when Wonder Woman was first coming out and there was all this controversy online about how she looked and how it was different from the comic books and all that shit? And then Aquaman, who literally is basically an entirely different design from the ground up in every single way, because he's not a blonde, like, white dude. Like, he's actually, like, fucking sick looking, obviously, right? Nobody was mad about that. But they were mad that Wonder Woman wasn't wearing like the smallest outfit possible, even though she was still basically naked. And I like wonder if that's just a symptom of the way we view women and like our entitlement to their bodies and the way they look. But then men are allowed to be experimental to a degree, unless they're feminine, and then we shame them because women are bad, and if you're like a woman, you're bad. Like, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's just a coincidence that like everything is linked and all the systems in the world work in tandem to oppress people's expression so that we remain drones and everything's easy for people in power. Like, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just a coincidence and that's not true. Maybe. So glad I straightened all of this hair this morning just so I could go back later and recurl it to look exactly like it did when I woke up. Like, sounds like a really effective use of my time. Really excited about that. Like, I just feel like I'm really adulted today. Waking up at like 2:30 p.m. and then like doing my hair twice. Because that's efficiency right there. Oh my god, cute. Okay, great. I love it. Yeah. Actually, it looks significantly better. I'm actually very glad I took the time to do that. Wow. Look at that, investing time in yourself pays off. Who could have fucking knew that? Like, that's such a fucking bullshit idea. Like, what the fuck? I literally can't do anything else, so I'm gonna leave. Love you. I hope this, like, Vogue Beauty adventure was, like, super informative and you learned a few tips and tricks about how to dismantle the systems that hold you down. Until next time, just remember that, like, you're literally fucking superhuman and you can create the reality that you want. And I encourage you to do your best to do that. I love you so much. Bye. Oh, yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Fuck Donald Trump.